You been working out?
Yeah. Yeah, coach. Running
okay.
suicides, yep.
Well, I know this guy has. And BD, just take the highlight, man. It's for PG.
Too cool. PG, dippity do, and one, thank you. On the ISO, somebody on the island by itself, excuse me, while I lay this on the reverse side. Yeah, look
Please
at my
describe
hand.
this shot for
And
me.
then please have another one of these.
Oh, Isaac.
Oh,
no.
that's like I call that a snow cone floater.
Snow cone floater. What do you call this step right there?
I call that the Afro beating Euro.
Oh, that's
I call
like the
that-
congas and the
Afro
congas
step.
with the-
Yeah, I call that the
okay.
Afro beating.
There you go, show it to him again. Show it to him again.
So, how you do it? Oh, okay. And you know Russell Westbrook, he's Mr. Triple-Double, and he can't do that without passing to somebody. So, young fella, go get it for him. Amadou Diallo taking advantage of the back door cut, 83-73. Now, Vucevic, he's going to get inside, and if you can't dunk it, try to dunk it and get some good luck in there. Jerian Grant takes it to the hole.
Son of Harvey.
Oh, yeah, and the nephew of Horace. Oh, there we go. I hope we're right and didn't get them mixed up. How about this? Schroeder, OKC down 3. Schroeder hits the big shot. Russell Westbrook. Coast.
How do you guard that? in
Not the
transition?
ball.
Stop. How do you stop Russell Westbrook in transition, Shaq?
Foul.
You fouling?
You don't.
Hey, George, how about George? The Thunder on a 10-0 run. Schroeder, he's getting his man at OKC. He had 18 in the fourth. You want to see 3 of them? Bang. He watched it go. Man. And how about
Sauce and Annie, BD?
Yeah, I like this team, man, because they got a lot of that attitude, sauce. They talk trash, and pretty much the whole team is athletic. They're athletic at each and every position.
How about Westbrook? His fourth straight triple-double.
Straight.
Shaq, I love Westbrook's game, but I hate how he averages more rebounds than some 7-footers out there. That really makes me mad as a big fella.
I mean, listen, he plays with that monster attitude. And the first couple of years we talked about him trying to score. We wanted him to change his game. He's definitely changed his game, but this is how he plays.
Oh, no, he can go. I just wish some big fellas would go in there and rebound. Quit letting the little fella take all the rebounds.
Crucial conflict.
What's up, old dog?
Crucial conflict.
What you say about my mama?
Get up! Oh!
What you say about my mama?
Yeah, Zach LaVine. He said, I'll dunk on you and I'll
He's
step
been having a
out.
great year.
Oh, man,
Shout out
he's
to Zach
improving.
LaVine.
Yeah, coming back off that injury. 49-42 Chicago. How about Napier?
Nice.
Yeah, he says, take that. He goes into halftime. Chicago up 4. How about this? Lloyd Marketing. That's why I like his. Yeah, I love his game. He'll step
like
up,
this
shoot
kid.
the 3, dunk on you. But D'Angelo Russell, I mean,
L-Dog.
He's left La La Land. We thought we were going to forget about him, but he's making people remember why he was such a high pick. He has game.
Yeah, I mean, he's in his third, maybe fourth year. He's starting to get comfortable.
Oh,
Anytime
dog.
you're a point guard, you gotta have a little bit more patience.
Ooh,
Russell is proving like
Get a man some minutes.
You know? Oh, that's right. This is your team, Chicago, huh? Is that right? Or I really can't say that's your
Listen,
team?
I am a Chicago fan, so Bears, Bulls, Cubs.
So what are y'all doing as you see the end of the layup? Are y'all going to tank the season? Y'all in the Zion
I'm trying to understand.
pick? What is Chicago? What are y'all doing?
Well, we're in a rebuilding phase right now.
But y'all have been since Jordan left.
You mean
We're
a tanking
still
phase? A
looking
tanking
up.
phase or a rebuilding phase?
Both.
Since Jordan left.
Both.
What
Yeah,
year
I
Jordan
like
retired?
Levine. We're going to build
You
around
got good
Levine.
young pieces.
Jordan
What are you doing?
90?
No.
What Jordan retired? 90-something?
That's what we're doing, C-Web?
I'm just saying.
talk about your Detroit
I really
Lions?
don't care if
You
the
wanna go
Bulls
there?
ever
You
win.
wanna talk about
y'all
the
had
Lions?
Jordan all them years?
Okay.
Ooh, that's like the Lakers. Y'all had Kobe, Shaq, Magic, like all these teams with all this.
Luka.
Doncic, Ben Simmons. Oh, there's your man, Lloyd Marketing.
There we go.
There you
Represent
go.
the Bulls.
Represent that tanking.
I
Who's
like
CD?
this kid Shy from the Clippers too. He nice.
Underdog, how do I pronounce that name? He don't know either. Thanks, Underdog. You're supposed to help us out on Players Only, man.
Rodions Karuch.
Well, the U.S.
Yeah,
team
Shaq,
got
you missed the
easy names.
international. Say
Tatum.
every name.
De'Aaron
Represent.
Fox,
De'Aaron Fox
my
having
boy
a-
Donovan Mitchell out in Utah.
De'Aaron Fox having an amazing second year.
Shout out to Trey Young, had a great game last night. Young Bagley. That's okay, Shaq.
Hell, anybody, we got somebody choke. Hello, you do the hot
We got CPR on site.
I'm gonna choke with that ice.
Don't choke him.
Nigga gave me this hard ass ice.
Rodion Caruth.
You don't see me choking, man?
Yeah.
Can't get hit on the
C. Webb kept going with the highlights.
All them jokes tonight.
Man, Shaq over here dying. See where reading the highlights.
Oh, and how about this?
Go up, scan up.
From one of
scan
our
up.
favorite college teams
Look at that
ever,
cowboy in the mining factory.
UNLV Running Rebels.
What is that, velvet?
Oh, yeah.
temptations.
David Ruffin biting. Oh, man.
My bad, G.
Hey, what you say look like BD is made out of balloon material?
Yeah, it looked like it. He went to the store and asked for some balloon. Gotta get some balloon material.
Players only.
Uh-oh.
He playing Shaq choking.
Hey, C. Webb's still doing the highlights.
Because I thought he was laughing. TK said the show must go on. He was like, let the show go. He's like, good TV. He'll choke. It'll be all right.
Help a brother out.
My bad, man. My bad. Players only halftime report presented by American Express. Now, usually we don't come in with highlights of the losing team, but the Lakers have been making a run with a few highlights.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Don't look at him. Don't you look at him.
No, don't look at him. It's a tech.
Don't look at him.
Don't stand over him. Yeah.
Where's Khalifa looking?
You got beads at the end.
Khalifa.
I see you with the beads.
You know. Welcome to Players Only. I'm Chris Webber. We got Shaq, Candace Parker, and my man BD. So what's going on, guys? When you look at the first half of this game, actually we can look at some of these plays. When you see a young team like the Lakers and they don't have LeBron James there, Candace, and you see the start of a game like this, if you're the coach or a teammate, what do you say to your players, and why is this going on?
Well, this looks like a team that hasn't had a ball handler with them. I mean, Rajon Rondo missed time. Lonzo Ball's out with an ankle injury. LeBron's been out for 16 games. So when the head of your offense has been out, you know, you're going to turn the ball over. But they were just giving the ball away.
I'd have to disagree with my good friend Candace. This right here is just a lack of focus, because after we get rid of these highlights, we're going to show highlights when they start focusing, they start making the plays.
No, I
we're
agree
all
too.
professional. We all can play. And all coaches say the same thing. You guys are just not, listen, you're playing against the 76ers. LeBron's not out. Some of these guys should be auditioning, because when they come back, they're going to have to start tightening it up. A trade might be made. You know, so guys need to start auditioning and playing out. That right there was just a lack of focus. First play of the game, you can't turn it over.
I wanted to say, like, could it be the lack of focus? Could that be because of all the stuff that we're hearing today, right?
Right.
With, you know, the Anthony Davis trade rumors and, you know, them getting off to a slow start. When you have a young team like that, usually they're in their head, right?
Because they think they're going to be traded.
Yeah, because like you showing up to
And
the
that's
game,
why you're
you know-
supposed to step up.
Yeah,
You
you're right.
showing
Yeah,
up-
to show I'm next.
Yeah, you got to step
Now,
up.
that's not the way you start, but I think as they got into the flow, they kind of, you know, when you start playing, you kind of lose that mentality, and you got to get back to playing basketball.
But could it also be that the ball's in the wrong people's hands? I mean, you see Josh Hart with the ball in his hands trying to make plays as opposed to, you know, these guys are used to having made finishing plays and not having to make them.
I mean, but they're down, they're playing in L.A., and we all know how the L.A. fans are. They're getting back in the game right there.
Oh.
Mike Penberthy with the two-handed jam.
Doing it on the
They're starting to
defensive
come up,
end.
yeah, and they're a little bit more focused.
And the fact, let me ask you
Playing
something,
with great
Shaq.
energy.
Shaq, you played in two cities that were temptations for teammates, and that was Miami and the Lakers. Did the great Lakers team ever say, this team is coming in tonight, or did you say, this team is coming in tonight? I know that they went out last night. We need to start early and get off to a 10-point lead, because then they won't come back. Or Miami, both places
it depends.
temptations for players.
It also depends on your plan. When you're playing against a great team that really has championship aspirations, like you guys never went out. So like we would definitely worry about y'all. But the young teams, we know they was going out. You know how I knew? 'Cause when I went out, I saw. So I knew who was out and who wasn't out. And you know, the Lakers again, they were not mentally ready. And you know, once the crowd started getting into the game and LeBron started talking, you know, making faces and stuff like that, their concentration and their focus was a little bit better, and they're starting to get back in the game. But, you know, Philly cannot lose this game today.
Yeah.
Against the LeBron-less Lakers, you got to get that win.
C. Webb, you're not going to put Cleveland in that mix of
Going out late at
cities?
night?
Nobody went out in
No, they
Cleveland?
went to the movies.
Okay, my bad.
Listen,
Coaches love Cleveland. Like, I see at 6 o'clock practice, they're like, all right, all right.
You go out in Cleveland, go right to the airport.
Listen, one time, I was living in Cleveland.
Sorry,
went out
Cleveland.
3 times and
I
I
live
didn't see nothing. They ain't even had no
Hey,
hookah bar.
did you see them midgets? They have things called midgets in
Midgets?
Cleveland.
What's that?
They like a million gnats. It was like a million gnats just hanging on buildings. That was the most interesting thing I seen in Cleveland. Midgets.
He do look like Wiz.
Yeah,
Khalifa,
he
don't
look like Tiger too.
Tiger with the dunk.
A little bit with him.
he do look like Wiz.
Oh man. We'll be back
Add it up,
more
ain't you,
in a
boy?
minute on the American Express halftime report. We'll tell you who more people look like. We know all their twins.
I never seen you out when these in LA.
Welcome back to Players Only, Mr. Vegas. I hope you are listening, GA. Matter of fact, I know you are. I just want to throw a couple things out to you, GA. Baron Davis.
got a button now.
Hold on, GA.
Oh, we got a button.
Yeah, hold on. Baron Davis said you look like the black man on the penny that got rejected. Baron Davis said you cut your suit coat out of a car of an old pimp Cadillac.
And Candace said you look like a Rick James backup singer. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
Hey, Jimmy, why you laughing so hard, Jimmy?
Wait a minute, Candace. I know C. Webb that caught a few comments tonight.
Oh, they've been killing me. That's why I'm glad they killing you, because Candace said
Well,
you trying
we
to join the
good,
NFL Hall of Fame.
He got that
I
pimp
got my
cushion.
jacket.
He got that pimp cushion jacket.
Is that velvet?
Hey, you have to have left this to me, and it will.
Golden ticket. Thank you for wearing that outfit, GA. You let me get away with this turtleneck, and I'm hot in the studio.
Hey, GA, don't let him talk you out of that, dog. Bring that one out.
Hold on.
I ain't worried about
This
it.
next time, don't do the red pinstripes
I got
with
a
it.
maroon with next
And wear
week.
that vest. You know it's a vest with that.
I ain't wearing a vest this time. I'm going to have a maroon with
You
next
look like
week.
a gold sugar cane.
Raider Tip-Off Show, and welcome back. Players Only, baby. That's right. We're in the house on TNT. Now, Anthony Davis, he may not be in New Orleans much longer. We're going to talk about that in a second. But James Harden, he definitely will be in the house in Houston. And can he get 40 again tonight? 40-piece. That's right. We got New Orleans and Houston next on TNT. What's up, everybody? Welcome back, welcome back. That's right, Players Only. We're here. We got the same faces and some new additions, but if you don't know the man to my right, then you don't know basketball. That's right. That's the big Shaq, the big everything, cactus, Nostra, all that stuff, you know. Yeah. We got California, LA's finest to be exact, when we talk about Baron Davis. And we finally got some class up on the set.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And some game. We had to get our girl. I wasn't talking about you, BD.
No, I was saying thank you.
Oh, I thought you were
needed that.
saying you was in class.
Sure.
Okay, we both in agreement that
Yes.
the great Candace Parker, we welcome you to the set. Thank you for being here with us. We appreciate you. And, you know, let's get right into it. Shaq, you know, your time in Orlando, you were a free agent, or you were coming up for free agency, and you didn't go back to Orlando. You understand sort of what Anthony Davis is going through, not that you asked to be traded. Can you give us a little insight on what you think he's going through, whether you think it was the right move for him to ask to leave, and what do you think he'll go through if he doesn't have the trade for the rest of the season?
Well, we all know basketball, and we all know the people that surround him. He had an agent. He's one of those players like we were, really didn't need an agent. We're going to get the max deal regardless. But you have to know and understand that when he signed with Rich Paul and Clutch Sports, knew this was going to happen. You know, he's the type of player who's made a name for himself. He probably wants to play in a big market, and his agent's best friend plays in one of the biggest markets in LA. So we knew this was going to happen. I thought it was going to be done a little bit more quietly, but you know, he's already mentioned that he's not going to sign that 5 for $240. So he said, "Hey, I want to be traded." So now the ball's in the court of the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, you can see what
We'll see what happens.
You can see what he's done here, Shaq. 7 years in the league. This year, he's number 2 in scoring. He's top at blocks, and kind of see just his list. And you and I were talking, Candace, before the game, and you had a little different perspective as far as we were just talking about players and asking out. What do you feel of the situation with AD?
Well, I'm all for him saying that.
I'm like, we all about to lose. I ain't trading nobody. I'm gonna wait to get what I want. What do you think? How do you think the situation gonna play out? What do you see with the situation?
I think New Orleans needs to think about New Orleans and start to think about their future, right? You know, here you have a guy who, he ain't coming back. You know, let's face the facts, he's not coming back. You don't have enough with him to keep building, so you should blow it up. Get the best offer out there, get some draft picks. The Lakers have great players and talent. You got Boston out there. Everybody's throwing their best at you. Look, assess, take the best offer, and let that man go and do what he got to do.
Let me leave this on the table for you guys. Now, we've been in the league a long time around basketball. Anthony Davis got fined $50,000 for his public trade demand. Have y'all ever heard of a player getting fined for saying he wanted to go to another team?
No, I've never heard that.
No, me either. So we did a little research, me and Underdog. Rudy Fernandez, I really don't know who that is.
Yeah, play for the
Rudy
Blazers. He played for the
Fernandez,
Blazers.
come on.
He played for the Blazers.
Blazers.
I got to
Does he still play?
I got to see a picture.
Huh?
Does he still play?
I mean, it depends on what he say.
See, no, he got fined. And then the other was our boy Nate Robinson. Nate, I just
Okay.
called
Oh, yeah,
you.
Big
Pick up
Nate.
the
What's up,
phone.
Big Nate?
I was about to ask Nate
Big
why he
Nate.
got fined. Now, you're telling me, out of all that we've heard, that these are the two names that got fined, y'all?
Tampering. I think the reason why he got fined is the whole, like, you know, he's a superstar in the league. Here they come with the tampering stuff, and so he's just adding fuel to the fire. You know what I mean? So the league,
But
gotta
being
have some
players,
type-
I could call you and be like, let's hook up. I mean, if we're players, how can I?
I'm not saying it's wrong. He should say whatever he wants. You
Right.
know what I mean? But I've never seen nothing like this.
And again, you had to know when he signed with Rich Paul, this was coming.
Yeah.
Everybody knew it was coming.
I agree. The play was totally telegraphed on that side.
From a franchise standpoint, like in terms of trying to attract other free agents, you're going to file an investigation against one of your players?
No, it sounds
mean,
like New Orleans is not happy with
That's
the
what I
situation.
mean. And
Oh,
so
the
it's like,
team fined him.
Well, the team has to launch an
team launched
investigation.
an investigation.
And then they lost an investigation.
I
and
mean,
that man
$50,000 ain't worth it. You know what I mean? They just they need to
keep that money.
They need to just
Yeah.
go on and make some trades,
Yeah.
get some real
Okay,
money.
but I have a question.
You know.
I have a question.
Yeah.
5-240. You can't get that nowhere else. Would you want to go and play somewhere else, or do you want to take that?
See what?
5-240?
What did
I
you
stayed in
say?
Sacramento for much less. I definitely 5 for 240.
I'm staying.
But the thing
staying.
is, too, Shaq, the basketball teams, the shoe companies are paying you more than ever now. And so it seems like a lot of players are using that to rely on the fact they can make that up.
Forget making it up.
5-240.
I'm trying to make it when it comes.
Yeah.
And 240 in New Orleans is a lot different than
Yeah, but
240
yeah.
in LA, as we know very
A whole
well.
lot different. 240 in LA is 120. Trust
So
me.
it's pretty much
Like
a
what, yeah,
consensus.
but
might be
what's-
less than
yeah,
that.
But still, I'd rather have 120 and live in LA.
Oh, you from LA. Oh,
I'm
get out
talking
anyway.
about-
Oh, who's going to win the Super
Tell
Bowl?
'em.
Who's going to win the Super
The
Bowl?
Rams, dog. What you
my
think?
Oh,
God.
you're one of those.
This guy, yeah.
Are you on the?
He's like
That's
in New
my
York. He
son's
has like
favorite
three
team.
Are you on the?
Oh, so now it's your son's favorite team, so
son
you got to
lives in
root for
LA,
your son. Anyway, hey, check it out. As we go to break, All-Star Weekend is coming up, and here's a look at the Friday Rising Stars roster. Now, it's presented by Mountain Dew Ice. Now, first we have the World Team, and let me see. I know all those guys on that team. Lauri Markkanen, one of our favorite players. You know what Doncic could do. Aiden, he's from the Bahamas. Ben Simmons, he is from, where's Ben Simmons from? Australia. Yeah, there we go. And, hey, BD, you know my man from Brooklyn's name right there?
Yeah, his name is Rudolph Kukrutz.
Yeah, I had to ask because I didn't know. It's Rodot. Dang, y'all just spelt it. I can't even say it. Anyway, let me go to the next one. I can't even read
that's
it.
my
I
squad
spelled it
right
out
there.
myself. The USA, you got De'Aaron Fox. Who you like seeing on this roster, BD?
All of them. De'Aaron Fox, Tatum, Kuz, Trae Young.
I'm going to go with my guy,
Donovan
De'Aaron Fox. Too fast for everybody else.
Man.
I'm gonna go with Jason Tatum.
Okay.
I got my young boy Bagley. Wow, we smoking.
How about the Kings and the Brooklyn Nets have two players for each team, and the Lakers? When you look at Kuzma and Alonzo Ball, we're gonna love checking out that game. What's up, Jaren Jackson? I played with your pops. He was a hog. Don't you be a hog like him. We'll be back. No, I'm just messing. What's up, Jaren? We'll be back with more Players Only in a minute.